All right, guys, this is the Dude Baby Podcast. Welcome.
Sicko.
I'm not a sicko. You're a sicko.
Why am I a sicko?
Because you brought it up.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, you started it.
No, dude.
You made
don't
a
put that shit on me.
fucking weird perception.
Don't
I
put
was
that
like, what
shit
the
on
fuck
me,
did
dude.
You just say,
Get the
bro.
fuck out of here.
The fuck did you just say to me? I'll knock you out.
Because I said let's go shopping.
Yeah.
That
Men
makes-
don't shop together.
Then why'd you say you needed new clothes?
Because I do. I didn't say I was going to get them with you, you pervert.
I didn't say I was going with you.
Trying to ditty me. It's like I said I needed some new shirts, and you're all like,
Let's go shopping.
yeah. I was like, shut your mouth.
Shut your bitch ass up.
You think this is Clueless?
Am I Paul Rudd?
No, you're Dion.
No, dude. No, fuck that. I'm Paul Rudd, dude, for sure.
No, you're not.
I look
You're
the
not-
same as what I did in high school. I'm literally
You're not the
Paul Rudd.
weirdo stepbrother trying to hook up with his stepsister
That
in
is
his
weird,
mansion.
Dude,
In the mansion that he lives in because he was adopted.
Dude, why was that like a thing in like all those movies? Remember in the Brady Bunch movie too? They made it to where the
For
brother
real.
was trying to hook up with his sister.
And it's such a funny, like, raw concept for a comedy. But, like, in hindsight, you're like, this is fucking weird.
Quiet on set.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't get to watch it, but I'll probably watch it later today, honestly.
Like I said, I've seen it in pieces. My wife's watching. She was finishing it this morning. And even, like, the stuff I saw this morning because you got to remember that when someone releases a documentary, they're trying to convey a certain message. And, like, they gather evidence.
Yeah.
And
But it's all meant
witnesses,
to portray that.
But
image.
yeah, but it's all of a perception that
Yeah.
we still don't know it's true, because, like, there's proof in certain ways of, like, yeah, he did do this, and you can perceive it in one way or another, and then
Right.
the stories about him as a
Exactly.
person make you question the intent behind the original concept of the idea.
Exactly,
Like,
'cause-
maybe you could almost get away with, like, doing this once or twice and be like, oh, I thought it was funny. I could see what you're saying, and then I'm gonna go somewhere. But that he was the kind of guy in his personal life that would be kind of creepy.
Yeah.
To where you're like, you would make your kind of personality, the way I'm perceiving it, would do these kind of things with, like, bad
Intent.
ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, dude,
Some of the
because
shit-
all of like now that all of it's being put out there and everything like that, like all the videos, like you seeing like these skits being put in a different perspective, like makes everything really twisted. Like
I agree, but it's almost kind of like hypnosis, because I'd say there was a couple of shows that were legitimately good, even though they probably had every now and then like a weirdo thing.
Yeah,
There's, skits and stuff written by people that weren't him, because he couldn't write all the skits. He had writers.
Yeah, exactly.
That there were things that were legitimately funny, people who came out of it that were funny, like Keenan and Kel.
yeah,
They were legit, like, even to this day, they're funny.
Yeah.
But they might have had, like, a really bad work experience, unfortunately, because they were on this show. But it's
have
you seen Amanda Bynes?
Dude.
Have you seen Amanda Bynes lately?
Dude,
I mean, God bless her. She's trying to do some, like, real shit in her life, like badass. Like, she almost kind of seems normal on our level, where she was famous, and now she just seems like a girl that you went to high school with, for sure.
yeah.
But then you're still kind of like rooting for her, like, man, you could tell you got fucked up for a little bit.
Well, so did you see that? Like, apparently she had like some fake, well, not a fake Twitter account or whatever. I don't know if it was Twitter or what it was, but basically she had this account and she was like taking pictures of her ID and herself to prove like that it was her. And she had made this profile so that her parents couldn't see, because her parents were the ones that were like sending her off to this shit. And she was like trying to tell people like she had an abortion at like 13 or something because of her manager that impregnated her.
Shut the hell up.
Dude, I'm telling you, like,
I'm so even though I have social media, I don't get a lot of like news feed in my feed, because I've always been the kind of person that kind of just tries not to pay attention to the news.
Yeah.
So for my mental health, not that like it would mess anybody up.
Exactly.
It's shit's scary, shit's fucked up, shit's sick, and you want to kind of still hold on to some of that ignorant bliss of today's a good day, it's nice weather, I don't have to worry about all the atrocities happening all at once. I don't want to be omnipotent. I'm just an ant on an anthill and it's not raining.
Yeah, but so that was crazy. Like I saw it, like, and like, man, she's just, you're right. Like poor girl's just fucking recovering. Basically, she's like Britney Spears, like
for
that
real.
girl too. Like,
and there's like undying fans and I think concerned people that either they're fans of her, so they want her to do well. Because you're like, oh man, I used to love your work so much. It sucks that's happened to you. I hope you get better as a person. And then there's some random people that are like, this is real sad of like the shit that you've had to go through, and it looks like you're just trying to get back on your feet and be somewhat normal and like contributing and stuff like that on a very base level of like, cool, we hope the best for you. Britney Spears, she's like Amanda Bynes looks like she's in recovery. Britney Spears looks like she's in somewhat of a spiral.
Well, she's like, I mean, can you imagine? She's basically barely becoming her own person, just as of recently.
Mm-hmm. And even if it's
like legally,
like genuine, she's just so messed up from the years of the medication they made her take.
Yep.
And then also
what she's on now, probably.
But also, dude, when she had a breakdown and shaved her head, it was crazy and it was wacky, it was funny and it was entertaining. But if you think about it from a human standpoint of someone who's like super famous, they've been super famous for at least like at that point like maybe 7-8 years, at least that, maybe a decade. I don't remember exactly, but and then to have like enough fucked up shit going on in your life anyway that you have a mental breakdown in the midst of that. Because of like probably the stuff she was subjected to, but also the kind of shit her parents made her do just to make money. Yeah,
because she was she not? She was a part of the Mickey Mouse Club, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was a Mouseketeer. So she's been in TV and shit like that since she was what, like 8, 9, 10, something like that.
Oh, that's so good.
And she became a pop star at what, like 16?
Yeah.
I think maybe Hit Me One More Time or whatever.
15, 16.
It was under 18 for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And they even had her dress like a schoolgirl. Because imagine if that was your daughter. Like Britney Spears, especially when we came out, we were young enough to like Britney Spears. They were selling like lewd shit to like young people. Like, yeah, she was talented. She was awesome. But also they were like, yeah, look, she's an attractive young woman, and even if you don't like this kind of music, you should like her because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was 16.
They like pimped her out.
Yeah.
It's like someone who can sing and dance, and they pimped her out and made her do like the dirty shit and like, hey, just sing and dance for them while you're doing it.
Well, I mean, like,
because imagine
that's crazy, dude. Can you imagine sending your daughter to do that?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Especially because I have a daughter. If she was 16 and she's like, Dad, I have this record contract. I was like, oh man, good for you. And I hope the best. And they're like, yeah, this is my first thing. I'm like, why are you doing it? Especially she was still 16, 17. Even if she was 18, I'll be like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to like, dude, why don't you make it, you don't have to. There's a certain amount of people that would love you for your music.
Yep.
And everything that you would, but you don't have to do. You don't have to be sexy, because now it's gone to that extremism where it's like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, which, hey, more power to them. But at least half of their shit they're selling is like sex.
Yeah, that's at least 70.
Well, at least half. Let's be like at least half, because like I don't love Nicki Minaj, but there's she makes like McDonald's stuff. It's like you don't have to think it's good or healthy, but every now and then you're like, oh, that's not bad. I'm hungry. I'm talking about her music.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not saying anything about her physically. I mean,
calm down. They can't see your eyes, but I saw her eyes. I was like, hey, listen, dude.
Well, I'm thinking about it because I'm like, I don't really listen to Nicki Minaj, and I don't
either. But
I don't hang out with anybody that does.
I mean, you haven't been with anybody who that's someone I listen to, because my wife listens to her.
No, the last one was. What's funny is that the last one was obsessed with Ariana Grande.
I've heard her on the radio in passing, and then my wife will go through phases of listening to a bunch of different kind of music, and we listen to music together. It's something we do for fun, and I don't mind it. Like she's like, I'm gonna put on music. I was like, all right, and then it's just fun. She's like dancing and singing, with the music. I'm like, this is fun. I'm like, this isn't terrible. Like if it's with my wife, I kind of like it because it's like my thing I do with my wife. Yeah.
And more the experience that comes with it.
Yeah.
Because have you seen what's his name? Is it Andrew Schultz or what's that comedian's name?
That's
he
his
talks
name.
about where he goes to what's her name? She was just dating the
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. He said he went to a Taylor Swift concert. Why couldn't I think of
She's so famous. I knew who you were talking about without even describing her. She's like, I was like, it's Taylor Swift. Dating who? Taylor Swift. It's a woman. Taylor Swift. It's either Taylor Swift or Beyonce.
Good. You're good. But anyways, he says he goes to the Taylor. He's like, I've never listened to Taylor Swift. He's like, I fucking hate Taylor Swift. He was like, but by the end of that concert, he was like the show she puts on. He was like, as a showmanship. He was like, the tickets are fucking ridiculously expensive. He was like, but the show. He was like, by the end of the night, I'm standing there and I'm dancing and I'm singing all the songs and everything.
But for real, I could see that. Like, I could see if my wife wanted to go to a Taylor Swift, which she probably would, and I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Like, I never go like, she sucks. Your music sucks. Like, I'm never like that. It's like, that's what you like. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love you. So it's like, I don't know. It's not bad. I'll listen to it with you.
Yeah.
But I've seen, the videos of her last tour, and I know it's, I forgot, is it on Disney Plus? It's on something. Maybe I'll watch it. The Eras tour.
She has.
I can imagine that it's
she has
like
a few. I think there's one on Max and Netflix.
There's like a certain showmanship to her shows that I can imagine almost anyone could appreciate. Like the circus. Like as adults, like, I don't love the circus, but when I go, they put on a good enough show. I'm like, hey, that was pretty cool. The fucking
see the fucking clowns and the elephants.
The elephant stood up on one leg on that fucking. I can't even do that. That was crazy. They're probably whipping the shit out of them. That's why they're doing Taylor Swift in the back. It's just a German guy with a whip going. Kick your knee higher.
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 Scheiße. That's. But yeah, dude, that's what I mean.
She's a Hydra agent. She's not even like a country white girl. She's like a Russian spy.
And what's funny is that she subliminally says it like in between songs. So we just sing.
She was like, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. See, she was planting messages in her songs. Like they cloned her.
Dead.
Taylor Swift's a clone. They replaced her with a lookalike. And
that would make sense why she's dating a football star and then drops him right after the Super Bowl.
No way. They broke up?
That's what somebody was saying at work.
Who said that? We're going to look it up right now. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news. Breaking news about Taylor Swift and that football player. I don't remember his name. I don't watch football.
I don't either. I don't know his name either.
Taylor Swift. We're coming to you live here on the scene. Taylor, what can you tell us about this happening? Well, here's this.
I was like crazy. All he wanted to do was play football.
I watched that fucking Super Bowl, and he wouldn't come to every single one of my shows. He didn't want to watch my Super Bowl 10 times this year, and it pissed me the fuck off. And here's a song about him. He's like, Travis, you got a small dick. Let's see. I can't see anything about them breaking up. Where do you get?
I didn't.
Where did you source this from? Who are your sources?
Trust me, bro. No, somebody said it at work. I thought. I mean, I guess I'm wrong. Well, they're wrong. I'm just repeating what they said. I'm not wrong.
It says from www.pinkvilla.com. No, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift haven't broke up. Stupid. Rumors popped up due to Travis attending events solo, but that likely coincides with Taylor's busy touring schedule. You big fucking idiot.
You big fucking idiot.
They
what about that time you told us? What about that time he said the story about fucking Chester and that other dude starting that documentary?
I admit
we talked for like 30 minutes about that.
Yeah, it's 5. Check the tapes. It was 5. Let me continue. They haven't addressed the rumors, but their public appearance together suggests they're still going strong. 2 days ago, you imbecile, you fucking son of a gun imbecile. So for all those haters out there, keep being salty. They're going strong. Travis and Taylor going strong. You know, together they're Traylor.
Trash?
Traylor, yep.
Yeah.
I'm taking out that trailer trash. That's what they're going to call the gossip that's not true. That's the trailer trash.
Trailer trash.
That's trailer trash. It's being taken out. It's being removed. Not true.
We hired a maid.
Maid's cleaning up on Monday.
Because she does.
Fucking.
I mean, and she's off the weekends.
Right. How did we even start talking? Oh, okay. Because Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Have you seen that shimmering outfit? Geez, she looks like a disco ball. I mean that in a good way. I was like, I bet you it's cool.
We've talked about this before, and I'm probably in the minority, but we're going to get a lot of hate. I do not think Taylor Swift is attractive at all.
She's pretty. I mean, where do you draw the line at attractive? Like, hideous, I'm going to throw up in my pants? No,
she's, okay, you're right. She's not terrible. She's actually a cute. She's not bad,
be realistic.
But I'm not attracted to her in the way that some people. Breaking news. This just in, Fallon won't have sex with Taylor Swift. You won't have sex with Taylor Swift. Take out the trailer trash. You keep it, Taylor. So if you were thinking about it, if you ever even thought about it, Taylor, think again. I don't have to make you cry, Taylor. Okay? So why don't you just go ahead, just put this little entry in your diary. Yeah. You make it a song. Do whatever you want. It's probably just going to be a poem. Let's be real. It's going to be a haiku. Like, Flan, stupid bitch. Not love me away. Together, you. Cynthia. She died for our Cynthia. So Flan, why don't you go ahead and break down who you also wouldn't have sex with, which therein draws a line in society of like, hey, just letting you know, if you're below Flan on this one, if you're like opposite Flan on this one, you're wrong. Okay. And you're gross. J-Lo. I mean, like, are you trying to say like, oh, give me the list of all the people you're like, yeah, she'll do. No, J-Lo, I would not. So you're saying you met J-Lo, she was the perfect woman for you. She would like massage you, and she had like money. She was going to take care of you. She liked all the shit about you. Okay, for what? No, let me finish. Let me finish, and you're going to give J-Lo her fair shot. Okay? No, let me stop you before you get started. For one, J-Lo is not the woman that I want, so that's already... Okay, the fact that you're having to create a scenario. How do you know who you want until they show you that if you want them? How do you know? So J-Lo... They show up, they make a presentation of like... Fallon, this is why I think you should be with me. And they put on a fucking, they sell you. That's the whole point. They sell the shit out of you, and you're all, and they're like, and the only problem that you're going to have is that you didn't buy more, okay? So now in this fucking scenario where sleeping with J-Lo and Taylor Swift is too out of control, but now I have to give J-Lo the chance for me to think about whether I would sleep with J-Lo or not. I'm saying, would you accept her as a person that like no, you love her? You're trying to convince me that I should. But that's what I'm saying is you're saying I would never. But what if you fell in love with her? Then you fucking would. Because you can't be like, oh my God, I'm falling head over heels with this girl. But keep that pussy away, J-Lo. No, it would. But the fact that you fucked Ben Affleck would already just oh, poor you. Yeah. Poor you. You had sex with someone who had sex with Ben Affleck. They're like, yeah, you had sex with Jessica. What the fuck you want me? That's gross to me. I'm J-Lo. Why is that? I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying. Ben had Affleck, sex with some hood rat you met at the bar. Gross. That's all right. That's all right. Bye. But J-Lo, no, that's gross. Bye. Next. She's been having top of the line. Get back on the bus. Top of the line vagina experts for like 30 years just taking care of her.
She's a specimen. I'm not saying
Like
I
throwing
would.
a
I'm just
hot
saying
dog down a
you're being
hallway.
very definitive of like, I could never love J-Lo. It's like, yes, you could.
No, dude.
In a universe, in a parallel universe, you and J-Lo fell in love and you have kids together. And you're all like, I love her so much, I would kill for
They're
her.
J-Lons.
I killed Ben Affleck for her. I did that scene in Goodfellas where he was outside when I pulled up and she was at the door crying. J-Lo was at the door crying. We were dating at the time.
Yeah.
And I was all like, what's going on? He's like, this guy, he grabbed my arm really hard. And he was like, come here, Jenny, kiss me. And I was like, I want to kiss you on this line. And he kind of kissed me like half on the lips. And you're all like, stay here. And you start walking to his car with the fucking gun. And it's him, Matt Damon, and fucking a C-list actor, just like a random like someone that you haven't heard of yet, but he's gonna be big. And they're like, yeah, whatever, you want some? He's just like, he's like, you ever touch her again, you're dead. You hear me? You're fucking dead.
You're fucking dead.
You ever touch J-Lo again, that fucking goddess? You're fucking dead, Ben Affleck.
And then he never gets Batman.
That happened in another universe. Do you
And he never got Batman.
That happened, and you were also selling cocaine. Like all of that was happening at the same.
It was,
That's why you had the gall to fucking hit Ben
Did I
Affleck.
have the suit? Because that was a pretty clean suit.
Yes, you're gonna walk around in a fucking suit. What are you talking about? You're not a slob.
I'm just making sure.
You
dude.
sell coke. You're not a slob.
See, so then I have the status to J-Lo.
I never said you didn't.
We'll see.
I never said you didn't have the stock. God be with you. Make a wish upon a star. If you want J-Lo, by means, go get her. Don't do anything creepy. Don't come out in a documentary.
This whole thing is about me not wanting to be with J-Lo.
I'm just saying, maybe you would.
Just think about it.
Just think about it. J-Lo, I got him thinking. Don't worry, girl. I got him thinking about it.
He's contemplating.
What if J-Lo heard this? And then she just like clapped back at you in like the ugliest way.
God, dude.
That would be like, it'd be funny like if everybody heard this. And it's just funny to hear like some guys like, yeah, whatever with J-Lo. But if J-Lo was like specifically singled you out, then she's like, this guy over there? Fuck no. And everyone's like, oh, fuck. Like no one cares about your thing.
And then
like,
to Tommy, because they know about the Ben Affleck thing, they would do that. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
dude, and then what if Ben Affleck hit you up? No.
And fought me.
No, what if he came up and he's like, hey, bro, I'm pulled up. What are you going to do? And you didn't do nothing. Not only didn't you do anything, but you got scared.
This beef with people. I didn't even want J-Lo to begin with. Randy convinced
J-Lo,
me.
please go easy on
Randy
him.
convinced me to be with her.
J-Lo, please go easy with him. Don't clack back too hard, J-Lo.
Ben, please don't kick my ass.
You would beat the shit out of you, dude. He's so big. How tall is Ben Affleck? Dude, he has to be. I'm thinking, okay,
Ben
I'm
Affleck
guessing
is fat.
6'2", 240.
6'2"?
At least.
Damn, you're right.
Shut the fuck up.
6'2". I don't know about.
No way.
I don't know about.
Holy
weight.
shit, I got it on, spot on. Hit me up for draft picks. Draft picks, hit us up. I'm on fire.
Oh, dude.
Holy shit. I said, you all heard it here first. Ben Affleck height, 6'2". Okay, guess what? I'm saying 240.
I would say, well, yeah, I guess you're right. 240 to 260.
I mean, I wonder if there isn't a website that's updating by the hour to keep current update of how much Ben Affleck weighs. Because whatever I look at right now, it can't be what he stepped on the scale this morning.
What's going to be different every day?
The Oscar winner, is now back to 210, but this was in February 2020. I'm talking about right now. He's 240 right now, guys. We're going to find out right now.
No, he's not.
We're going to find out right now, guys.
I'm
I
like,
think he called in.
Even in the fucking Batman versus Superman, that wasn't even him. That was CGI.
No, dude. When he had his shirt off in
Yeah,
Justice
CGI,
League,
they said it.
no, dude. He's jacked. I'm sure. Give me a second.
They said it. He was actually overweight at the time.
They said a lot of things, Falon. What did they say earlier that I looked up that was fucking not? I'm sorry. It's time to take out. Ding, ding, ding. It's time to take out the trailer trash. Let me just remind everybody how many times Falon's been wrong today. So, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, wrong. Trailer trash is out. Moving on. What else did they say that's wrong? Okay, Ben Affleck, wait, 2024. Let's see. That's what I typed in. Let's see if we can't find something. Because I'm not saying he's fat. He probably put on a lot of muscle. Ben, let's see. Ben Affleck says he got up to 245 while filming The Way Back. Copyright 2024. That's from www.ksat.com. Holy shit.
Dude.
Draft picks, get at me. Draft picks, get at me.
That's pretty funny.
Ben, let me manage you. I know your body. I know what roles you can.
I know your body.
I know the fucking script for you, dog. We're going to make Batman 3. Everyone's going to hate you. He's like, perfect. Send me the script. This dude is big.
Dude, I'd beat the shit out of Ben Affleck.
Fuck, dude. Guys, draft picks. That is false. Ding. That is false.
Taking out the trailer trash.
Matt Damon would wipe the fucking floor with you.
No.
Jason Bourne. I know they're actors. They probably have never fought. They've probably trained for roles, but they've probably never fought. But
yeah,
I'm just saying, neither of you.
That's what they say. They say that not to talk down on him, but I had saw them break down his scene in one of the Bourne Identities, and they were like, man, the fact that Matt Damon doesn't do any real training makes these scenes really suffer. What could be a great movie, you know?
Because I just want to put this out there. Fallon has trained in kickboxing, and he was not bad. So Fallon has done training. If you ever want to just walk up into the streets and challenge him, he'll probably fight you. I'm just joking, but do it anyway.
Ben Affleck, this is your shot.
But he has trained, but it was for a certain amount of time, which it was a good amount of time, but it's been long since passed. And he does not train anymore. Now, Matt Damon is old. He probably hasn't trained really for anything extensive, but he's probably had to do some stuff for roles, for Jason Bourne choreography, getting in shape, and then doing a certain kind of amount of training to look more realistic.
Yeah.
Like Jake Gyllenhaal doing it for boxing. That he probably had to do something like that to extent. If you add that all up, he's probably done just as much training, maybe even a little bit more than you have, spread out over time.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. I want to say Matt Damon would beat the piss out of you, dude. And I'm not saying I would want it to happen.
Okay.
I'd be like, Fallon, no.
But Matt
don't
Damon,
do it, Fallon.
Matt
That's
Damon
Jason
would
Bourne.
be a better fight for me. What is Matt Damon, 5'9"?
He's 5'10". He's 5'10", dude.
How much does he weigh?
Is he 5'10"?
How much does he weigh?
Okay. Matt Damon weighs, I want to say, between 185 and 195.
Excuse me.
Let's go for the quad.
My sickness.
185, 195, between there. Plus or minus 5. Over under 190. Draft picks, get at me.
Let me see.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. We're going to get this.
Oh my God.
We're going to get this right now.
90. Well, I don't know how. This is.
The suspense is killing me, Fallon. Come on, dude.
I'm sorry.
I got $250,000 riding on this, motherfucker. I owe some people money.
That's why. Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
So this is 23, but this was a movie he was doing. To where he dropped a ridiculous amount of weight.
Now he dropped weight. I'm talking about walking around. You can't drop weight for a movie and count that. Can't count that. Count that.
Well, I thought we were saying whatever he weighed now.
What? So he's weighed a lot of different things for different roles in his life. I'm talking about walking around.
This in kilograms. 80 to 85 kilograms.
Let's go. Come on. 185, 195. Let's go. 250,000. Pays out 1.25 million. Let's go.
How much?
185 to 195. 190 plus or minus 5. Got the over under. What's up?
187.
Woo! We got the nature boy here stomping the alligator boots. Woo! When I go to bed with 4 or 5 women in the night, and they all go woo 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 woo. Holy
That's
shit!
fucking crazy.
We're going to Vegas right fucking now.
Go buy a lottery ticket on the way home, dude.
Podcast is over. Goodbye.
Buy a lottery ticket.
Goodbye. Did someone win the jackpot?
I don't know.
The jackpot, the last time was at like 900 and something million. So it's almost at $1 billion right now.
Have you seen there's a movie that is it Bryan Cranston, I think, is in it? And I can't remember who his wife is. And it's Dwight from The Office is the store clerk. And Bryan Cranston is a math teacher. And he basically figures out that you can profit off of the lotto even by buying a ticket with every variation of possible numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically like the money output is big enough to where even if I bought a ticket that gave me every possible
there's a cap where it's like $13,000 or some shit. So you buy all of them and you'll win the one. And so your investment
progresses.
It's an
so he
investment.
does like a small one and wins like 40,000 and then they put it back into it like, and they just keep going. And I think it's because like their daughter is trying to get into college or something and they can't afford it. So he like comes up with this plan. Like it's a good fucking movie, but like that, I was like, man, that's kind of a crazy concept.
No, dude. Okay, so let me just put this out there. Fake news. Beep, 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 beep. Trailer trash. Take out the trailer trash. That's what we're calling gossip. It's not true.
That's
trailer
what happened
trash.
in the movie, dude.
No, that's a good concept. That's badass. Okay, so
But it's not a real thing.
I just looked up how many Mega Millions combinations are there for the numbers.
Right.
So it's 302.6 million possible. How many number combinations are there?
302.
There are roughly 302.6 million possible number combinations for the 5 white balls and separate gold mega ball in Mega Millions. The white balls are numbered from 1 to 70, and the mega ball goes from 1 to 25. So it's 3.2 million. 0.6. So each ticket costs $2. If you don't get the mega plier, which is an extra $1, you would have
3
to spend
million or 300 million?
300
million,
and
right?
2.6.
So let's just roughly round it to 300 million. By what? $2 you said?
Yeah, it's 605.2 million.
Yeah.
That's how much you would have to spend. Okay, so this is a
how
lie.
much is
Right now, the jackpot, no one won it. So no one won it this past Friday, and it's the estimated jackpot is at 977 million. So it hasn't hit $1 billion yet. So it's 977 million. The cash option is 467 million. 467 million. So you would actually have to spend like 1.5 million
almost
more to win the jackpot than it's worth. But that's for the cash option, which they say it's better to go through because you never know if your state is going to be able to not pay you and they won't pay you. So let me see let me see like the payment, how much you would get.
How does that work? Like the lotto, like how do they have money for that? Like where does that money come from?
I mean, it's coming from the lotto money, isn't it?
Is that what it is? Like all the, because I mean, I don't know what the winning ratio on that kind of shit is. Because I would imagine it's obviously profitable because it's been one of the most profitable things like that people constantly invest their money into.
Yeah, it's like a raffle. The whole point is to make enough money more than what they put into it so everybody makes money. They're like, we're going to keep this chunk, y'all are going to keep this chunk. And They keep doing that to where they just, that even like when people don't win, it's like a bank. They're like, well, we're using this money into other things. Like basically you pay us, but it's going to things immediately. Like no money is just sitting still. Like in theory, some is, but on like digitally, money's always moving, transferring between hands, making the world go round.
Yeah.
So you give them money, it's not in a vault. They're like using it, and then once it's time to pay you out, they have to pull it from like their,
whatever
the pile to pay with. And they're like, well, he's like, yeah, here's $1 billion. Here's the cash option's 466 million. The state's gonna get that like more than half back, or at least half back.
Yeah.
And so you get some money. We're gonna keep this money, and we already have a lot of money. and we can pay out next time, and then fucking keep paying us money, and we'll see who wins soon. So payment.
Payments, what would you get? Like, is that, do they give you an option to how, like, the time frame that you get payments?
Yeah, I don't know if they. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if they determine
Establish
like,
that,
hey,
yeah.
this is how much when you sign up for this, it's automatically this, or you can turn on a certain amount of. Well, I can't find it for 977 million. There's a lottery. Okay, there's a lottery calculator. So how much? Okay, I'm not going to do this. It's for taxes. But it says for 1.5 billion after payments, like an annuity payout, it's really worth about 930 million. So it's a difference of like what, like 500 and I don't know. Because that's right there is 70 million plus like 500,000. So it's like, that is a lot. But if it's 977 to 460,
Yeah.
that's like hundreds of millions. Like this is like 70 million difference. And that one's like hundreds of millions. So
that's fucking crazy.
But they always say,
Money,
and that's where it comes from. It comes from the state.
Yeah.
They say that it's not good to do that because you never know when there's a year. For one, they said that you never know when there's a year of maybe they can't pay you because of, financial distress. Or also another thing they say, when it's actually pretty smart, if you think about it, if you get a lump sum now, even though they pay you more after a while, but like as far as the money, what you can do with it right now to make more money by then, is that taxes are always cheaper now than they will be in the future.
Yeah.
And then also with the inflation of the dollar, money gets less valuable no matter what. It's never going to get more valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
So taking that much of a hit, but also being able to utilize that now and put it where it needs to go and make money, the taxes you're paying on everything you're making right now is cheaper than you can make the argument of like, yeah, you live a certain kind of lifestyle, you don't ever even have to worry about that. But you can say the same thing for getting paid right now. I've seen a couple of things of they say if you ever win the lottery, I would take the cash payment.
Yeah.
Because and that's just a true thing of like, you can use it now. You can use all of it now and make you a fuckload of money right now, like more than what you would even make in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Waiting for
go buy like
payments.
a few fucking McDonald's and shit like that. Like
for real, yeah. You buy McDonald's, you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
There's this, like, I've seen, I mean, I don't know how you go about this. Like, yeah, I bought this McDonald's, I made enough money, I bought another one, I made enough money, I bought another one. It's like, I believe it.
Yeah, dude,
I imagine like a McDonald's generates at least like almost $1 million a year. I would imagine. We're gonna look that up too. Beep 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 beep.
Okay, so I could be wrong again. But they say that it's that much profit. I'm like, McDonald's I'm like $1 million in a year. I'm like, let me see. Because I won't say where I work, but dude, just yesterday we made 16,000 in one day. Like, granted, that's a long way from $1 million, but let me see.
It says that a franchise owner of a McDonald's will average about 150,000 a year. That's what one says in 2024. There's another one that's the Wolf of Franchises, but on Glassdoor it says it's an estimated pay range of 63 to 118,000 a year.
Oh damn, it's not that much then.
It is.
I guess that's considering after all, like, expenses paid, hourly wages.
Yeah, and then it says McDonald's franchise applicants must have a minimum of $500,000 available in liquid assets. It means cash, cold hard cash, and pay a $45,000 franchise fee. Those looking to launch a new McDonald's franchise can expect to shell out between $1.3 million and $2.3 million. Existing franchise operations can cost upwards of $1 million And then and you're gonna average about.
So like close to 5 to open a brand new one. Like all expenses paid.
I would say like.
Because you're saying 1 to 2 to build one, and then another mil to run it.
They have an upfront, but they have an upfront fee. So I imagine it's something that they don't have to pay out all at once. They say you have to have at least 500,000 to start, and then the 45. So you have to have about 550,000, $500,000, which you can probably get a loan for if you have some, and then get a loan for. You can open a McDonald's, and then the other part of it is paid through what you're making. So that's why after, I think in the year when you pay yourself that much, it's also paying McDonald's back. That you're probably going to pay them for life of even having it, but you'll always make money because at 100, at least at a even 100.
I'm like 6 figures.
$1,000, a year.
That's a good salary, and that's just one.
I don't know if that's before or after taxes, but let's say even if they made 150 and they get 100,000 a year, in 10 years they're a millionaire. But if they also invest in shit like buying another McDonald's,
or any other,
because
franchise.
After 5 months or after 5 years, you can open another McDonald's or have enough money to open another McDonald's while you're still making money. Yeah. That one starts paying. They start paying back each other faster.
Yeah.
And then you get a third one. So now you're making $300,000 a year, and you're a millionaire in just 4 years. If you're not already.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that, you're probably doing other stuff with your spare money of like investing something.
Yeah.
So some people are good at knowing how to make money work for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have, of course, establish a certain amount of skills, but you can learn anything on the internet. You can just ask people who are already doing it, whatever you want to do, and they're making money. Just go find someone who you can mentor under, and ask them, "Hey, how are you doing this? I want to do this. I just don't care enough about anything to want to do it."
I'm sure there are people that sell like courses online and shit too.
But you don't know how what stuff of that is like legitimate or not. But yeah, you can always find people who are legitimate that have courses that But everyone always has like witnesses of. Yeah, this guy helped me and I make money now, like online digital marketing and cybersecurity. And I mean, who knows? And then it's like, is that what you want to do? Do you love it or do you just love making money? Because I don't love making money as much as I like. Jesus, Juan.
Gravity.
He's over here doing witchcraft. We're going to burn him. Whoop, 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 whoop. Breaking it.
Take out the trailer trash.
Take out this trailer trash witch. But,
yeah, dude, that's crazy though. I mean, that's one of the things that I've heard of. That sounds like something that's a plausible thing for me to do. Because, I mean...
Become a McDonald's franchise owner?
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, like, if I had money like that, like, that's one thing, like, I would definitely invest my money into. Maybe not at McDonald's per se, but, like, something of that nature, probably.
You also have to think realistically. Say if you have the money for it. If you want to build a McDonald's... they have to have real estate. They have to buy real estate that's good to put in McDonald's. Because if you've watched Michael Keaton's the founder, the McDonald's biopic, that they own the land, so they buy real estate. So they tell you where you put your McDonald's. When you buy it, they pretty much set everything up, and they're like, "Okay, we'll pay you to run it."
I wonder if you're paying for
because you're paying for the franchise fees. Yeah, they have the suppliers. You don't buy from your own suppliers or local suppliers. But they also have send out McDonald's suppliers,
researchers, and where they would be able to sell them.
They have people survey the land of like, hey, you work for me as the real estate acquirer. Mm-hmm. Go out and find me prime of like, this is where the fucking McDonald's is gonna make the most money.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna turn on the lights. Put the fucking fries and the burgers in the freezers, and then this guy's gonna make them and slang them. You're pretty much like one of those guys on the fucking corner.
Yeah,
I'm just like, hey man, you want this fucking McDonald's? And
it's
all like
this.
That's a popular corner right there. That's a good corner. You want to stand on that corner and slang as much fucking cheeseburgers and nuggets as you fucking can, Steve. Hello, welcome to McDonald's. How may I serve you?
My name's Jeff, or for Burger King.
I'm Jeff. Have you heard about how McDonald's has their own special Coke?
Sprite as well.
No way. They have a special Sprite? Special Sprite? They got that special Sprite?
So apparently McDonald's has like a special contract with Coke, which is also Sprite.
True.
And that they get their own like personal syrup.
Yeah. I knew that about the Coke. I didn't know about Sprite, but
I think it's Sprite because I mean everybody talks about McDonald's Sprite. Like I don't know, people talk about like
never. It's always Coke. That's my
Really?
zeitgeist. That's my
Really?
algorithm. That's my. I drink Coke.
Oh,
Guilty's
okay.
charged.
Pepsi's my thing. Pepsi's better.
And now you know where he stands, ladies and gentlemen. That will define you as a person.
Water.
Coke, Pepsi will define you as a fucking person.
Water.
It's the Britney and
Waterfall
whoever the.
that.
No.
Waterfall it.
I know it's good. It's just not better than Coke.
It is
It's
100%.
good. If Coke is a 10,
It's 100%.
Pepsi 9.9.
12.
It's good. If Coke
It's a
is not
12.
doesn't exist at that
12.
restaurant, a wild cherry Pepsi, yes please. Thank
Wild
you.
cherry is better than cherry.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Dude, cherry Coke Zero is better than wild cherry Pepsi.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. And
Dude.
it's not bad for you. It's not good for you, but it's not that bad for you. Is the aspartame cancerous? Who knows? But what else isn't? I'm pretty sure there's something in Pepsi that gives you fucking
I used to have
herpes.
respect for you. I used to have respect for
You
you.
did? You didn't show well. You didn't show well, motherfucker.
That's disgusting, dude. You're disgusting.
This guy won't be with J-Lo, won't touch Taylor Swift, and
Nope.
cherry Coke, nah, not that great. You see what this guy is? You see who this man is? Putting himself on a fucking pedestal? Like if he never had a stinky shit.
You know what, dude? On that note, I'm calling it. That's the end of the episode. Y'all have a good night.
Ooh, baby.